What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So the Blazers rout the Cavaliers tonight, 129-110, behind four players who get 20 or more points, led by Trent Jr. In the first quarter, the Cavs starters only managed 8 points, but get a solid effort on both ends of the floor from Trent Allen, who comes off the bench for 7 points, a rebound, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. As a team, they shoot a measly 37% from the field. They make no threes and commit 9 fouls, which leads to the Blazers to get 15 free throws. It's either 14 or 15 free throw attempts. As a team, they dish out 6 assists, 11 rebounds, 3 offensive. They get 3 steals, 2 blocks, and 2 turnovers. And they're down 11 after 34-23. The Blazers get a huge effort from Cantor, who goes beast mode in the paint. And he goes for 10 points, 6 rebounds, and has 3 offensive rebounds, all in only 8 minutes of work. He also does a number on Andre Drummond, puts him in foul trouble early, and it was beautiful to watch. Melo comes off the bench and continues his hot streak. It goes for 9 points, also makes a 3, goes 4-4 from the free throw line. The Blazers defense is very strong, and their aggressiveness attacking the basket leads to, it was 14 free throws attempts, and they make 13 of those while only making 1 3. So for them to be up 11 and only make 1 3 is very good for the Blazers, you know what I'm saying? As a team, they shoot 50% from the field. They go 25% from 3, 4 assists, 17 rebounds, 3 offensive, all from Cantor. They get a block, and they have 4 turnovers. For the second quarter, though, Sexton starts getting it going after having a 1 of 6 shooting first quarter, and he ends up finishing the half with 13 points on 4 of 9 from the field, goes 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Allen chips in 5 to finish up the half with 12 points on 5 of 7 from the field. He has 3 offensive rebounds, gets 2 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and 2 blocks. So he's doing everything he can to keep the Cavs in this game. But the Cavs defense fails them, allowing 6 made threes in the quarter, and they also allow the Blazers to get wherever they want, pretty much all game. And also, a very big no-no, they don't even send doubles at Melo at all in this game. They also allow 4 Blazers to get in double figures by halftime. The one bright spot is the bench does produce 22 points. As a team, they shoot 42% from the field, 25% from 3. They go 10 of 13 from the free throw line, so they do get a little bit more aggressive, and they get to the line. And they just out 10 assists, grab 16 rebounds. For those offensive, they get 3 steals, 3 blocks, and they take care of the ball relatively well. And they have only 3 turnovers at halftime. And as I was saying, that big no-no of not doubling Melo allows Melo to go ahead and teach the young Cavs that none of these guys can guard him one-on-one. And he goes for 16 points on an efficient 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and he also has a block. The walking double-double after half is only 1 rebound shy of getting yet another double-double. And he goes for 14 points, 6 of 7 from the field, 9 rebounds, a turnover, and a block. And like I was saying, he was excellent on Drummond against Drummond tonight. Ends up allowing Drummond only to play for 17 minutes. He gets in foul trouble very early in this game. And he continued to stay in foul trouble. I believe he had 4 fouls before halftime, so he was definitely ineffective. Trent Jr. continues his hot streak, and he goes for 14 points on 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover. And Dame only takes 7 shots, but chips in 11 points, and he dishes out 8 assists to be in a facilitator role because so many guys are hot, so it takes the load off Dame, you know what I'm saying? In that second quarter, though, the Blazers end up scoring 39 points as a team, so it was too easy. The Cavs just allowed the Blazers to do whatever they wanted. If they wanted to shoot the 3, they could. If they wanted to attack the basket, they could. And they just didn't really stop them enough in this game. As a team, the Blazers shoot 61% from the field, 50% from 3. They go 20 of 21 from the free throw line. Dished out 11 assists, grabbed 25 rebounds. 4 of those offensive. They get 3 blocks. And they have 6 turnovers. And the Blazers are up 21 after halftime, which is their largest lead of any game so far this season, 73-52. In that third quarter, it's pretty much more of the same. The Blazers end up extending their lead. Allen continues his hot play, and he chips in 10 points in the third quarter alone, but no one else really does anything on either end of the floor. As a team, they shoot 43% from the field, 25% from 3. They go 18 of 24 from the free throw line, dish out 15 assists, grab 28 rebounds, 6 offensive, 5 steals, 3 blocks, and they have 10 turnovers after 3. So in that third quarter, the Blazers defense turns up and forces 7 turnovers in the quarter, and they also see 3 Blazers go for 20 or more points, and Melo's right there with 19 to end the third quarter. So Trent Jr, Cantor, and Dame put on a show in the third quarter. Like I keep saying, the Blazers kept going to wherever they wanted to get to, kept being comfortable and knocking down shots. They cooled off a little bit, and they go 54% from the field, 37% from 3, but they go 22 of 24 from the free throw line, dished out 14 assists, grabbed 38 rebounds, 8 of those offensive, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and they have 11 turnovers. So they also kind of get a little bit bad with the ball in that third quarter. But they're up 100-73 after 3. The Cavs in the fourth quarter, as the Blazers pretty much don't let the starters get in anymore, besides Gary Trent Jr. They do get 33 points in that fourth quarter, but they really don't slow the Blazers down, even though they get a lot of time to see the Blazers back end of the bench. Sexton leads all Cavs with 25 points, shoots it efficiently, 8 of 16 from the field, goes 1 of 2 from 3, grabs 3 rebounds, dishes out 5 assists, gets 2 turnovers and 2 steals. Garland was the only other starter in double figures for the Cavaliers, and he goes for 17 points on 7 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 turnovers. The reserves, Windler and Stevens. Windler chips in 12 points and 10 rebounds, and Stevens comes in and chips in 10 points with 6 rebounds. Allen, I don't think he played anymore because he stays stuck on 22. And as a team, the only reason that the Cavs stay in this game is because they get 56 bench points. because if they didn't, it would have been even worse than what it was. But their reserves started getting hot, especially late in this game. The Blazers in the fourth quarter do end up having 4 players with 20 or more points, led by Trent Jr.'s 26, and he shoots it at an efficient 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 turnovers. Melo has another excellent game where he goes for 23 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, had 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. Cantor has a big performance tonight with 21 points, 13 rebounds, an assist, 2 turnovers, and a block in 27 minutes of work. And like I said, he shuts down Drummond, who only has 5 points and I think 6 rebounds, either 5 rebounds or 6 rebounds. And Drummond only ends up playing 17 minutes because Allen was playing pretty well. And he just seemed like the better matchup against Cantor tonight. Dame hits 7 shots from inside the arc, but ends up not making any threes tonight. And he ends up going 0 of 6 from 3. But he does finish with 20 points on 7 of 16 from the field. Has 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal in 29 minutes of work. Simons was huge in this game. He hits 4 threes and does chip in 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 turnovers with a steal. The defense ends up causing the Cavs to miss 21 shots from inside the paint, and that was definitely due to the interior defense of the Blazers. Harry Giles was one of the main reasons why that happened tonight, and he ended up getting 10 rebounds, 6 points, had a nice block on Darius Garland drive to the basket, just kept his feet going and rose up as Garland was trying to put the ball up, and it was just a beautiful play from Harry Giles. Got to see a little bit of CJ Ellaby out there. Nasir Little was out there, just able to get all these guys out there and get some run. It's just good to see everybody being able to play. Also, Rodney Hood ended up leaving the game with some foot soreness in the third quarter. So I don't know how serious that is. Hopefully he's going to be able to go for the Dallas game coming up. But if not, we're going to have a guy like Nasir Little or a guy like CJ Ellaby step up in his place, you know what I'm saying? And I know they'll produce because they've already proved it. So for the Cavaliers, they travel to the Clippers on Valentine's Day, and they'll play at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The Blazers are going to be traveling to Dallas on Valentine's Day, and they'll be playing at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. So I'm definitely looking forward to that game, as tonight the Mavs ended up winning, and I think they're 1 game below 500, so they've been playing a little bit better lately, but they still can't stop nobody because they ended up letting the Pelicans score 130 points tonight, but they outlasted them by scoring 143 themselves. So for the Blazers, they got quite a nice little run going at home, but their next 7 games, 3 games, they'll be on the road. They'll come back for 1 game at home, and then they got another 3 to end out February. And those opponents are Dallas, OKC, and the Pelicans. Then we'll get the Wiz at home. And then we get the Suns and Denver back-to-back on the road. And then we finish out February with the Lake Show. So we definitely are going to get some good tests to see exactly where the Blazers are at after this 3-game homestand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward to all of those games, especially this Dallas game coming up. But I don't really have much else on it. This is your boy P Money. For all my supporters, I appreciate y'all. For all the haters, I appreciate y'all as well, because you're making me do it more. And I'm off this.